Good morning, everybody. Matt Stinger here, also known as the Delco Dope on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter, please, at Delco_Dope. Also, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Phillies, big win last night. They stayed 2.5 games back of the Cubs for the second wild card position, which is absolutely absurd. This team has not won 5 games in a row all season. Think about that. Not once all season has this team won 5 games in a row. It's absolutely crazy that there's still no playoff picture, but here we are. Big win. The Mets don't come in and sweep, and they stay within striking distance of the Cubs, who ironically we swept a couple weeks ago, and then only lose to the Marlins. That's the problem with this team. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. It's like they cannot get the ball rolling. So that being said, let's hope they go into Cincinnati. Let's sweep them out, get that 5 games in a row, and then continue to roll towards the playoffs. Hopefully the pitching can give us a game or two. Maybe we can win a series, a wild card plan, and get into a series, get everyone some good playoff experience for next year when help is on the way. Spencer Howard's coming. Dude, this guy is a stud. He is a stud, and he is on the way next year. They can't hold him back any longer. I mean, he just dominated Double-A this year. Going to put a piece on him at the end of the year and just kind of like go in detail, try and get some good video of him. This guy is an absolute beast. Everyone knows I am an Alec Bohm fanatic. I think this guy's legit. I think he's the real deal. I think he's big, powerful, and can play defense. So hopefully next year he'll be our starting third baseman, and Clintack does something to make moves, and with any luck, Kingery gets put on his natural position, second base, and not just shifted around like he's a utility guy. There is a lot of excitement for the Phils. I know this season's been very, very difficult. It's one way than the other. Each article I write, I feel like I'm going back and forth like a politician on the issues at hand, like it's crazy to think that like one day we're like, yeah, let's go, and the next day we're like, dang it, Kapler with his analytics is killing us again, or this pitching coach, what's he doing? Like it's been a frustrating series. It's been a frustrating season, and let's just hope they continue to play good baseball and build on it, build something for next year. Signing JT Realmuto long term, please. This guy is amazing. Dude, he is awesome. And my wife's favorite player. So, anywho, Phillies, keep it going. Birds start in a week. Wentz wagon. Woo, Super Bowl. Here we come. All right, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to smash Washington. College football this weekend. You may not have seen, I did a college football article a couple week or so ago. I had a blast doing it. It was so much fun. I used to live in Auburn, Alabama. I went to a lot of games down there, home of Bo Jackson, Charles Barkley. It's a awesome school. So that being said, besides Penn State, which is my number 1 team, the Auburn Tigers are my other favorite team I root for. They had a game against Oregon, 11 versus, I think Auburn was 15th at the time, and it was a great game. And you saw Auburn start a true freshman legacy quarterback, okay? This kid is 18, maybe 19. His dad played quarterback in the 90s for Auburn. First game is not a Division I AA team like some of the other schools have done. This is Oregon, and this is a top 15 program, and it's in Jerry World, and they looked like they were going to get blown out. The Auburn defense, which is just stacked with absolute men, and that front line, they're huge guys, just took over that game, and we saw Bo Nix grow up in front of our eyes and lead the team to a victory, throwing a touchdown with 9 seconds remaining. Amazing game for a true freshman. Also, Penn State dominated Idaho, which, okay, somebody be like, it was Idaho. Well, they scored 75 points, which is, I think the AP said, the second most in school history. But you saw a new starting quarterback actually play really well, get some of the bugs out. Penn State lost a lot of offensive weapons. So, good start for both my teams. Yes. teams I follow and I like. All right, so that being said, the SEC is always prided itself on being the most elite conference in college football. Well, let me tell you, you take away Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, and LSU, and they stink. Tennessee is god-awful, which is a shame because when I lived down south, that was a premier program, you know? And, I mean, other SEC teams lost. I mean, dude, they lost to a Sun Belt team that had 2 wins last year in Georgia State. That's crazy. Missouri lost to, did they lose to Wyoming or, and man, it's, the SEC is just, it just stinks. Ole Miss lost, and South Carolina lost to North Carolina. So they had at least 4 losses, and which is, you know, another thing to talk about with college football is what happened to the premier programs. You know, Tennessee, Florida State, Virginia Tech. These teams were top of the mountain, you know, and now they're not. USC, throw that in there. Well, we know why USC, because Pete Carroll was cheating, but hey, it is what it is. You know, so as those teams drop, you see some other teams coming up and taking the spots. Now, our only hope is that Ohio State falls. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm hoping to do some more college football work. You remember to follow me on Philly Sports Network for Phillies and college football coverage. And, of course, I'm still writing for covering the Flyers for BroadStreetBully.net. I thank everybody for taking the time to watch this. Please leave some feedback. What would you like to see? I'd like to get a little bit more in depth on this YouTube channel, and hopefully we can continue to build it, and you guys like what you've seen. For those of you who are my friends and have commented and given me the positive feedback, thank you. I'm having a blast doing this, and I thank your support. So have a great day, everybody, and let's go Phils.